Can you be a part-time real estate agent with a full-time job and still be successful? A lot of people out there say you cannot. Don't get started in real estate as a part-time agent. You're doing your clients a disservice. And I think that is a ton of crap. And so what I want to do today is debunk those lies and talk about the challenges you're going to face as a part-time real estate agent, whether you are a new real estate agent getting started, or maybe you're somebody that's just stuck in their business and they need to take on a part-time or full-time job to supplement their income. We're going to talk about the challenges of being a part-time agent and how you can overcome those challenges, be successful, and even make a six-figure income as a part-time agent. So if you want to learn more, keep watching. Hey everybody, it's me, Jacob Shireman, your real estate marketing expert. I have over 17 years of marketing experience specializing in web design and SEO, and I take that experience to help you grow your real estate business. So if you want to see more content like this, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Give this video a like, hit that notification bell so you're notified every time I release new content. And if you want to get my training, resources, coaching, and courses for free at no extra cost or split to you, take a look at partnering with me at Exp Realty inside the Agent Wolfpack. And there's a link below where you can book a one-on-one call to learn more. So let's dive into today's topic. All right, so today we're talking about, can you be a part-time real estate agent and be successful at it? And the simple answer is yes, but it depends on you as a person. There's a lot of people out there that say, hey, you should not start real estate as a part-time real estate agent. You are doing a disservice to yourself and your clients because you're not made available. And that's just utter crap, because if you have the right system in place, you have the right resources in place, you can do this as a part-time business. And I will tell you, most real estate agents that are full-time only work their business part-time because they're not doing what they're supposed to be doing to grow their business. So if you have the right work ethic, you have the right mindset, you have the right resources available at your fingertips, and you're in the right vehicle as far as brokerage, you can be successful. And honestly, I highly recommend starting out as part-time, because I see a lot of agents that fizz out because they're not doing the business as fast as they thought they would, because they have the wrong expectations in the business. They need money, they get desperate, they do desperate things, and they just become a part of that statistic that 87% of real estate agents fail in the first 5 years and 78% fail in the first year. So if you don't want to be that statistic, honestly, starting out part-time can be a great thing. So what I want to cover in this video is talking about some challenges you're going to face as a part-time real estate agent, so you have the right mindset and expectations getting into it. And then how do you overcome those challenges? So let's dive in. Let's talk about some of the challenges that you're going to face as a part-time agent, because I truly believe if you know the challenges ahead, you can make a game plan, you can put yourself in the right mindset, and you have the right expectations, which I think is a huge reason why people fail getting into the real estate industry, whether full-time or part-time, is they don't have the right expectations. So one of the biggest things that you're going to face is finding a brokerage that will let you start part-time. I work with a lot of agents that come to me and say, hey, I've interviewed at all these brokerages, they don't allow me. Does EXP allow you to start full-time? And absolutely yes. And the reason why is a lot of brokerages don't want to have you start part-time. They're struggling to keep the doors open. So they need people producing, bringing in money to the brokerage. So even starting out as a full-time new agent, I get a lot of agents that say, hey, this brokerage, told me they will only work with me when I actually have a client ready to go. I need help, talking to clients and how to nurture these leads into clients. They don't want to put their limited resources into you. They're looking for people that are already producing, know how to do the job, just have to learn the way that brokerage does their transactions. So their focus on a lot of these brokerages that are struggling right now is to find producers. They don't want a lot of new people unless you already have clients that are ready to work with you. So that's going to be one of your biggest struggle. And it kind of comes into our second point, is you're going to have lack of training and resources. Again, even as a new agent full-time, you are going to look at brokerages that don't want to train you until you have a client. And on top of that, you're kind of limited on resources at a traditional brokerage, because whatever your broker's knowledge is or the people that they employ, that is the cap on what you're going to learn at that brokerage. That's one thing I loved about EXP is right now they have 80 plus hours of live training every week by their top producers and top people in the industry. You're not getting trained by somebody that hasn't done a deal in 5 or 10 years because they retired and now they need to, make some money because they didn't properly plan for retirement. You are getting on how to do a deal in today's market and people that are actually doing it in your market. So to me, the training and resources will be even less if you're a part-time agent. Because remember, they only have a certain specific amount of money, because if you're not producing, you're costing them money. You're using their office space, you're using their employees that they pay, you're using their time, and their time and resources are limited. So you definitely want to align yourself with a brokerage that can take you on as a part-time agent in a brokerage like Exp Realty. And if you want to partner with me and get my resources, training, coaching, and courses for free at no extra cost or split to you, I'm experienced in working with part-time agents. There's a link below where you can book a one-on-one call with me to learn more. But make sure you put yourself at a brokerage that can handle you as a part-time agent, that can help you with those limited resources as well. And then the other thing you're going to face as a new agent is competition. The one thing that you have to manage is to be able to get your face out there. So you've got to make sure that you are doing things that are generating leads, you're increasing your online presence, you're putting out content, and you're going to have to compete with an agent who is available more than you are. So you're going to have more competition there. And another thing you're going to face is time. You're going to have less time than a full-time agent, less time promoting yourself, less time in the field. You're going to have a harder time scheduling clients. So if you're available on the weekends, that's a plus. Most people want to go see houses. You can do open houses on the weekends. So you're going to have that. But if you are kind of working in the middle of the day to the evening, you're going to have a harder time showing properties and being available, especially if you can't answer the phone when people call. So you're going to have that. But if you have the right systems in place, which we're going to talk about next, you can make this work. So just realize that you're going to face a little bit stiffer competition than somebody that's available all day long versus you only in a specific number of hours, but you can make it work. So now we know the challenges. Let's go ahead and dive in how we tackle those challenges and create a game plan as a part-time real estate agent. All right, so we talked about before, we need to come up with the right game plan. So first of all, you need to choose the right brokerage and make sure that you're in a vehicle that can support your goals as a real estate agent. So that's super important. Like I said, take a look at Exp Realty. They really do have a lot of part-time agents, and they're not going to pressure you if you haven't made a sale or not. So there's not those quotas. There's no desperation there where they're hounding you. Hey, did you do a deal? Did you do a deal? Did you do a deal? So it gives you a little more freedom where you can actually breathe and focus on what your goal is. Maybe your goal in real estate is to only do 1 or 2 deals a year, or a deal a quarter. That's fine. Start out with that as your goal. Exp will totally support that. I support that. One thing I love about Exp is they don't shift their focus on only top producers or people that are producing. Everybody's on the same split. Everybody's on the same cap in that area. There's no kind of unfair treatment here, in my opinion. Same thing in my group. I'm going to give you just as much attention as a part-time agent as I would a full-time agent. Everybody's going to get the same help. And in my group, I always give the philosophy that the squeaky wheel gets the grease. You tell me what you need help with, and I will show up with those resources to help. So you definitely want to make sure you choose the right vehicle as far as a brokerage. All right, so the next thing you need to focus on to have the right game plan is make sure you have the right mentorship, coaching, the right training. So even at your brokerage, even if you choose something like Exp, you need to choose the right sponsor that's going to be there for you. That's one of the kind of biggest mistakes I think people make when joining Exp. They either don't choose a sponsor, or they quickly go to a sponsor that maybe has a lot of production or offers one great thing. But at that point, after you've done using that, what else do you have? A sponsor at Exp, and there's other similar brokerage models too, but a sponsor at Exp is going to be with you the life of your business. I have a vested interest that you are constantly and consistently succeeding throughout your career, because that means I am as well. And making sure that your agents, if you participate in rev share, are doing the same thing. So one of the greatest things is we have a huge value stack here at Exp. You can go watch. I got tons of videos on that. But not only do we have Mike Sherrard's Social Agent Academy, you get access to all of the Wolfpack's training that Mike and Connor offer. You get access to Tharmila's masterminds and training. She has an amazing course on how to use kvCORE properly and use it for every area of marketing, not only to generate leads, but to nurture them and convert them into clients. So you get access to that training as well. And then you get access to my entire value stack, which I feel like I have one of the best value stacks in all of Exp. You get access to my Google Business Profile course on how to optimize your profile. I have agents who have done this, followed it to the T in less than 2 months in busy, popular markets like Phoenix, Arizona, and other big markets throughout the US and Canada. that they are getting calls directly to their Google business profile in as little as 2 months and getting consistent 5 to 6 calls a week. So you definitely get access to that. You get access to kvCORE Social, which is a social media content platform for real estate agents. We're basically giving you daily content and strategy that you can implement and customize for your market, so you can take the guesswork out of what to post. You just have to customize it, and these will actually increase your following and help you reach your target audience instead of just posting to post. You're going to get access to my real estate website, sales funnels, landing page, that entire all-in-one system I've talked about. You're going to get personalized coaching from me, a personalized marketing plan from me. You're going to get access to over 7 masterminds a week. We have a touch-in, check-in mastermind call almost every day, Monday through Friday. And on top of that, we're always hosting live events that you get access to for free. If you want to participate in agent attraction, we have that as well. That's another way to scale your business as a part-time agent, is to have other agents that you can either pass business to as well, or that they're out there doing business and helping you build your income, your passive income, while you're trying to be able to go full time. So you have the resources, the training, and the help here. You just need to choose the right vehicle. And if you're going to go to a different brokerage, that's fine. Just make sure you have all the training and resources you need, that you have marketing, that you have lead generation, that you have somebody there willing to walk you through, especially as a new agent, willing to coach and mentor you. Here at EXP, you get a mentor locally that walks you through, so you have that local support as well. So you don't have to choose a sponsor that's local to you. It's probably actually a disadvantage, but you're going to get that local support regardless with your broker and your mentor. So choose the right training, the right coaches, the right mentorship as well. And I have coaching programs too for people that are already at EXP. You can book coaching calls with me, and we have some other programs that you can go check out in a previous video. All right, so the next thing I want to talk about is automating your business. I've done a lot of videos with Zapier and some other AI tools that you can use to speed things up. So if you have limited time, you need to find ways to automate your business. One way is to make sure your CRM and your IDX website are fully set up. That way leads are automatically going to your CRM. So if you're running a Facebook ad, a Google ad, whatever type of ad, make sure that they're going to a landing page that has, form fields in there to capture their name, their email address, their phone number, and it's automatically set up with maybe a Zap to go into your CRM like kvCORE. Or if you're running Facebook lead gen ads, make sure that you have some type of Zap set up to automatically import that lead into real time into your CRM. And then make sure your CRM has the smart campaign set up, so they're being on some type of drip campaign to be text, called, emailed, so that they're constantly having those touch points, so you're nurturing them, getting them to respond to you. And then make sure behavioral automation is turned on, so when they're looking at properties, you've got search alerts for them, so when a property in what they're looking for comes on the market, they're getting those emails in real time, and it's helping you maintain those. That's going to save you so much time, especially in nurturing. And if you're running ads too, maybe you don't have time to nurture your leads. If you're running ads, you definitely should have some type of independent sales agent, an ISA company. I can refer a great one that's affordable. You pay weekly. I think right now they're between $79 to $89 a week, and they will actually nurture my leads, call them within a few minutes. They do all the follow-up. I only take over when the client's ready to talk to me and ready to do a consultation. So if you're part-time, that is definitely worth the investment to make sure your leads are being followed up with, getting spoken to. They'll contact them like they're your secretary, your assistant, and be able to help you with that. So the point of all this is to look for ways to save time. Doing things like Zapier to automate sending out emails, to automate lead import, to automate filing documents into your cloud. There's so much automation you can do to save, 20, 30, 40 hours a month in work. That's repetitive tasks that you should not be doing. You can use things like kvCORE to automate your social media posting. You could take a couple hours a week, create all your content for the week, schedule it, and now you don't have to worry about it. So every way that you can automate your business, if it's a redundant task, getting a VA, getting somebody to help you, that is something you should be doing as a part-time agent, especially while you have that steady income. Invest into your business to automate and get help as well. So look for any ways to automate certain things. especially with AI technology. If you are recording YouTube videos, take your long YouTube video, upload it into something like Opus Clip, and have it automatically clipped into 10 different clips. It takes about 10 minutes, and those are your short form for social media, TikTok, Instagram. So there's so many ways to automate your business. I have tons of videos on AI, how to schedule all of your blog posts, social media. We have the tools, and you get that for free in our group as well. And I have those resources where you can subscribe to them as well. But automate your business, because this will help you as a part-time agent to be able to focus more time to your clients and those income producing activities. Now let's talk about ways to scale your business and get help, especially as a part-time agent. All comes back to you have limited time. And I've talked to agents at EXP that are doing like 250 deals a year. This lady was a mom of 7, and she was doing deals pretty much by herself. And she didn't have a team, but what she did was smart. She automated and systemized her business. And the way she did this was, one, she had a constant flow of leads. So she did that with Google Ads. I love Google Ads because they're search-based intent. And if you're at EXP, you get free access to a platform called Make It Rain, which are Google Ads done for you. You literally just select your budget that you're paying. You'll select the areas that you want, and they create and monitor the ads for you. So for a majority of areas, this is great. It saves you time, and real marketing professionals are monitoring your ads. So she did that ad spend, and then she had an ISA company like I was referring, and I'll drop their link below where you can set up a call with them. But she had a company that was doing all the lead follow-up, all the nurturing. So she didn't have to worry about it. Her CRM only had to do the behavioral automation. She could turn off the smart campaigns. So as leads were coming in organically or through the ads, they were nurturing them and following up with them and letting her know what's going on. So she only had to take over when the sale consultation happens. And this is what we do in our own business. I have my marketing company, my spouse works full time. So we're both technically really part-time agents, even though we probably put in more hours than most full-time agents. But we have a system the way we do things. And then if you're really busy, you should hire a showing agent. And there's so many different ways to pay a showing agent. You can pay them per showing, per day to take out your clients. You train them on how to do the showing. They understand that it's your client and that they're working on behalf of you. One thing that we're going to be doing with our showing agent is we're taking somebody that wants to be mentored, that wants to learn, and we'll pass some of our rental leads to them and some other leads that maybe they're on a lower price point that we don't want to work with. And that way we're passing leads to them. We're working with them. We're training them on how to work with that. And on anything that closes, we can give a flat fee to them as well as a bonus. So they're invested in that deal closing and making sure that they're getting the service that they need. So you can have somebody help you with showings as well. Get a transaction coordinator. A lot of transaction coordinators, they're about $300 to $400 a transaction. Make sure you get a good one that's going to show up, that knows what they're doing. But a lot of times with the transaction coordinator, you don't pay them unless the deal closes. So they'll get paid at the closing table. You can allocate their commission. Here at EXP, we can put that we have a transaction coordinator and set that dollar amount aside so that the closing company will pay the coordinator. So basically it's no risk, and you're paying $300 to $400 to outsource it. It is worth it than to waste that time doing it yourself, chasing signatures, sending out documents. Plus you kind of have another eye on the paperwork as well. And make sure too that you have a good brokerage that has a great way to do transactions. You don't want to have to be chasing down your broker for every signature. That's one thing I loved about EXP. Everything's automated. It's so great. I can upload my transaction, put in the MLS information, create the transaction. My transaction coordinator can upload the documents. We have a transaction team that's watching them. I'm not chasing a broker for a signature. I just upload them, and they're going to make sure that everything is good to go, review everything. If there's anything that need to be corrected, they'll put those in the comments. It'll alert me, and we can fix that before closing. And they're designed to make sure that you get paid at the closing table, so you're not waiting for the brokerage to cut you a check. You get it immediately directly from the closing company. And every state is different on how they operate, but that's kind of how it operates here in Texas. So try to automate your business in every way you can, scale it, start building a team. And another great resource that you can do as a part-time agent, let's say you're getting a lot of leads coming in and you don't want to miss out on those deals. refer them out to another agent, partner with another agent in your area, especially if you're at EXP. You can bring another agent on as a sponsor and refer them out some of those leads that you don't want to work with or you don't have time to work with. And you can take a referral fee of 25 to 30% on that transaction. So you're making money passively. Yeah, you might lose those referrals, but guess what? You were able to make some money off that deal to help you grow your income. I know agents who just do referrals only in all states. Here at EXP, as long as we have a presence there, you can refer out the transaction no matter what country. Again, as long as we have a presence there, we're in about 24 countries and you can refer out that business. So if you have friends and family in another area, you can have them tell you, hey, I want to work with a real estate agent. You can find a real estate agent in that area and do a referral fee. So you can look outside your boundaries as well. So that is another way to automate your business. So always be looking at ways that you can implement things. If you have the mindset, oh, that's too much, I don't want to pay that, you're never going to scale your business. You need to learn to become a generalist in your business and take a step back and manage it. And it's all about the income that's coming in and how much you can grow and scale. So that's something that you can look forward to. And eventually you can create a team or even open your own brokerage, depending on what brokerage you're at. But you could also build a solid team, a rev share. So be looking out for ways to do that as well, because that's going to help you get to the next level and be successful and make over 6 figures as well. All right, the last thing is just be consistent. I think this is where a lot of agents fail, whether they're full-time or part-time. They're just not consistent in what they're doing. They don't allow things to work itself out. If you're going to start anything, don't just start it for a week or two or even a month. If you're going to run ads, you're going to do YouTube videos, social media, whatever your lead generation is, however you're doing things, give it time to work out. Especially if you're hiring a VA, you're hiring a company to help. It's going to take time to adapt to the way you want to do things, for you to figure out how you want to do your business. So just give it time, be consistent, and just let it work, because it all works. It's just how long are you willing to let it work, and are you kind of correcting things as you're going to make it work better for your market and your real estate goals. So be consistent. And if you're consistent, I guarantee you'll beat out most full-time agents as well. So I hope this information was helpful. Don't let anybody discourage you from your goals. If you're a part-time agent, you can be just as successful as a full-time agent, especially if you know how to scale, ask for help, and if you're in the right brokerage model. So if you have any questions about what I went over, drop those down in the comments below. If there's anything you're struggling with, drop it down there. I'd love to help you. I'd love to answer your questions. If you want to partner with me to get all of my resources, training, coaching, and courses for free at no extra cost or split to you, and get the right marketing plan to make you successful as a part-time agent or a full-time agent, or for your team or for your brokerage, partner with me at EXP Realty inside the Agent Wolfpack. There's a link below where you can learn more. And if you want to see more content like this, subscribe to my channel, give this video a like, hit that notification bell, and I will see you guys in the next video.